Finally, we've got a historic action, and as I will be making a Western film in the future, I thought the best one to review would be For a Few Dollars More. So let's get into it. So automatically we hear thunderous and rain in the background. Storm is a cooking. Again, it's just to represent the danger and the storm and the trouble that the guy brings to the town whenever he shows up. So just letting his presence be known. I love the music in this film. Um, so you can see him walking through the town, and it's a desert. It's so uncommon for a desert to rain. I feel like this is just to represent again the storm that he's bringing into the town. It's to represent that he's unconventional. He's a lone wolf, and the way that he looks as well. I mean, he's dressed in like a bright green poncho. I don't think you see anybody in the films dressed as a poncho, so he looks almost overworldly, and he's riding in the town of his horse just by himself to confront these people that he wants the money off of. And there's the rain pouring over the two of them while they walk at sunset, so I think it's just a representation of the bloodshed that is about to pour all over the floor. There you go. And we can see the man with no name's tired arms to his sides, and then he flips over his green poncho and pulls out a cigarette. What I like about this and the way that it's shot is his face is out of frame. His hat is covering his face as he first arrives, which makes him kind of look like a faceless nomad, and this man of mystery who's ready to wreak havoc on the town. It's just such a cool shot. But it's also showing that he's not perfect as well. Most perfect heroes, when do you see Superman smoking a cigarette? So it's showing that he's a character with complexity, with some flaws, some humanity to him. He's not this one-toned being. He's dirty, he's grimy, so yeah. I really like the framing of this as well. So you're seeing his complete half of his face covered by the brim of his hat, and then the horse to his right, staring at you into the camera. It's a very antagonizing shot. It's maybe showing us as the horse in this situation, whereas we're his companion throughout the film. We're the things that drive the film going. We're there for the ride. Another thing with horses is it's the innocence of them. They're such a good comparison. From the Man of No Name's character compared to all of the death and the killings that he does. The horse is this being of beauty, this run-free wild animal that despite everything, despite how far he can run, despite how faster he might be compared to humans, he still managed to get tamed. He still managed to be overcome. And then he walks into the saloon. By the way, they never actually had those type of saloon doors in the Wild West. It was really unrealistic. It'd be way too cold and the rain would get all over the floor. I mean, it's so impractical. But the reason that they have them is so that the characters' heads can be seen and you can, distinctively figure out which character is walking into the saloon, but they never actually existed. Anyway, so he's walking into the bar and he's again staring dead on towards the camera. And he stands at the door for a bit before walking in, and then we can see the chaos that's going on in the bar. We can see all of the the prostitutes trying to get their men so they can buy beer or whatever. I believe that prostitutes actually own these type of taverns and stuff to like lure men into, and then provide them with their services. So yeah, we're just seeing that the chaos. We're seeing like all the rough and tumble of the old Wild West saloon. We're seeing the roughhousery. We're seeing this crowded space with all of these different dangerous people, and we can see that our main character isn't caring about any of it. He's gonna come in and he's gonna rock the boat. So.
Right? You know Baby Kavanaugh? Now tell me, you know where I can find him?
There. At that table. He's got his back to you.
Thanks.
He walks over and the men are gambling. So the men are gambling with cards. We can see that they're playing a game. I think it's poker or blackjack. I'm not too sure. I think it might be blackjack, where you need to get like a full house. So they're dealing with these cards. And what happens is the man of no name, he just walks over to the table, picks up their cards. Automatically, there's a certain dominance over the two men. He picks up the cards and he deals the hand. So cards in media usually are associated with risk and associated with, again, gambling. It's associated with this idea of having the chance to win it big or the chance to lose it all. I feel like cards in the Wild Western society were seen as, the main form of entertainment for most people. So it's something that you can make a game with, and something that a lot of people would take seriously back in the day. And at this stage, the stakes that he's betting with are unknown to the man. So he, of course, takes the cowboy up on his challenge and draws the cards that were dealt to him. After the cards are dealt, we can see them play, and the main cowboy, he pulls out his cards and he feel like he won. I think he's got the 3 kings, 10, and ace, which means he is basically 1 point off having a full house. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So you can see the cockiness and the brazen, oh, I've won this, a look on his face, and he throws the cards down. And when it comes to Blonde, he doesn't take risks, he makes the risks, so I feel like that's especially what he's doing right now. He knows the situation he's in. He's in this crowded bar, half of the people in there have rifles to their left, but he's coming in with this poncho, which straight away it conceals his weaponry. It shows him as being equal to the men until he needs to pull it out and show what he's made of. What Blondie does well is he lures people into a realization that they think that they have the upper hand always, and that it's always up to the luck of the draw, or in fact it isn't.
Alive or dead, it's your choice.
love is he has the guy up to the wall. He has the guy up to the wall, and he looks at us at the camera as if we're the guy behind the bar. So he's staring at the guy, and then he looks at the camera straight at us before he turning around, and it just makes us feel like we're involved in the scene. It's like, why'd you not warn me about them free coming up behind me? You know, it's really cool. And then again, what is the running theme in these films is and what brings so much action and so much excitement to them is the idea that Blondie always has the upper hand. You know, so these three men have he has his back to three men with guns. And you think, all right, he's caught, he's gonna, surrender to them or whatever. And then quickly he just surprises you and he turns around and just boom, 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 and they're all shot dead.
Let Red go.
So he gives them a choice and he throws the guy to the ground, only for the guy to go and crawl over to the gun, and still, despite being shown mercy from Blondie, he still tries to shoot him, which, just paints the guy in a bad light. And then what Blondie does is he only shoots the guy after his life is threatened, which again just makes him a textbook good guy. I mean, you're being shot only if you've been provoked, where he's not like some murderous killer that the other bad guys are in the film, like Goldeneye, for example. He would, put a pillow over somebody's head and shoot them while they're, laying in their bed sick and dead, where this guy is only shooting back unless he's provoked, which is, it gives this sense of heroism. And I feel like what it represents as well is the freedoms of the West, and choosing what to do with them, whether for good or for bad, and what Blondie's character does is he always chooses good. He's out for himself, he's out to get money, he is going through these people, but the people that he's going against are usually guys who've done really bad stuff to get the bounty in the first place, so it's kind of like that grey murky area. It's like he's like an anti-hero.
$2,000. It's a lot of money. Takes me 3 years to earn it.
Tell me, isn't the sheriff supposed to be courageous, loyal, and above all, honest?
Yeah, that he is.
I think you people need a new sheriff.
He takes the badge off of the sheriff and throws it away, which I think shows Blondie's rejection of corruption. I feel like what the film writer Sergio Leone is doing is he is calling out the power of the people in authority, showing that they're most of the time the people in authority are corrupt, just based on the role that they're given to them. And with Blondie, what he's doing is he's taking away these roles and he's stripping the man behind the counter from them, and he's making the man feel like any other guy. So I think like Blondie is fighting for a sense of equality, he's fighting for freedom, and he's fighting for fairness in the Wild West, and this is the Wild West we're talking about. It's unheard of. So it's yeah. And again, the green poncho, it's so iconic, and I feel like it really represents with green always represents life, and it represents having a bright future, luscious green grass, etc., etc. And this is while he's walking through a barren desert wasteland, so he really stands out in that way. And I feel like the way that he uses it to conceal himself as not a threat until provoked it's something really, really cool for his character. It's even the comments of the film are saying that, like, how can you be so cool that you can demote a sheriff just by being Blondie, But yeah, so what Sergio Leone is known for is is challenging authority in his films. It's making us as the viewer question the mindless violence that we're watching, and it's questioning the characters' motives, which a lot of westerns don't really do. A lot of westerns would be, very one note, very good guy first bad guy, etc., etc., and that's what the American ones do. But this is an Italian spaghetti western we're talking about. Italian spaghetti westerns are known for having gritty, realistic, set pieces. It's known for having characters that maybe don't always do the best things, but is the best for themselves. So what Sergio Leone does is he doesn't. What Sergio Leone does is he doesn't punish the main character for thinking about himself first and others second, which I feel like is something that a lot of filmmakers wouldn't usually do, and I feel like that's something that made the genre so different in comparison to other westerns. With the like of Clint Eastwood's performance of the role especially, we can see that this is a character that harbours a real sense of commitment to doing what's right. He's sort of like a Batman figure where, he does what's right, but maybe sometimes it's in the wrong ways, or sometimes it's mindlessly violent, and sometimes he is out just for himself. But I mean, as a character to watch, it's a lot more interesting, I think. So yeah. Anyway, that concludes all of the analysis I have. Thank you for listening.